I repotted my plants. This was insane. I wish that I could have showed you the things that I saw because it was really weird. So all the ones that were like this but green, garbage, gone. I did not want to deal with them anymore. And like I said, I have like 11 others, so I just got the purple one because this is the only one that I have. Did lose a leaf, but hopefully it'll just grow back. I've had this barely grew. I got it when it was just like a couple of leaves. There was maybe like 3 or 4 on this one, and there was 2 or 3 on this one. So in the last 4 months, this has barely grown. I've had troubles growing this in the past, this specific colored one. Um, but like I'm not sure if there's like a special way that I'm supposed to take care of a plant that's this color, because you can see that the bottom ones are quite purple, but these top ones are like just pink. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's been sitting under a grow light with a window that gets a decent amount of sun, so I'm not really sure. Like I'm sure it was just due to the fact that there were so many other plants in that pot. It was just not being able to get enough light, get enough energy from, being watered. Like there's barely any roots to this either. The same with my begonia, it barely had any roots, which I was surprised to see because it has been growing a lot more than this. But this just was not growing. So hopefully now that it's in its own pot and it's gonna be happy, it'll grow a little bit more. These 2 pots that I had, these dollar store ones, I was gonna keep one for the begonia, but like I said, there wasn't a lot of root system, so this would have been way too big of a pot. But I had 3 of these pothos in that thing, so I just put all 3 of them together to just kind of give like some dimension to it. Hopefully it'll grow nice and big. There is a leaf that's growing right now right here, so I'm hoping that me potting it while this is growing isn't gonna mess it up too much. And I see that there's one coming up like right here as well on this leaf. There's just a tiny little guy starting right there, so I don't know, hopefully this is gonna go well because it has been popping out some like really nice marble leaves. This one's really nice because it's like almost like a half and half, like it splits down the seam there, so that one's really pretty. So I'm hoping that one goes well. That's probably my favorite pothos that I have right now, so I'm hopeful for that. Also this guy, there was 2 of these in that pot, so I potted these together. This pot might be a little bit too big for this guy, but I mean his root system was decently large, so I don't know. I'm gonna stay hopeful. These pothos, they root pretty quick and they root pretty large. So that's an interesting thing that I also wanted to bring up. I've never potted multiple plants together. Like I said in my last video, this was a first for me, so I did learn a lot of things. Not to do that ever again because plants aren't getting enough energy. So if I were to ever do it again, I think I would do it with more plants that are just kind of like similar, like different variegations of pothos or different kinds of begonias or something like that. Because I found with this one and this pothos, both of the root systems went right to the middle and almost grew up into the middle of the root system of my begonia. So I really had to like get my fingers in and really like try to tear it apart as much as I possibly could without like ruining any of the root systems for my begonia or for my pothos, because I was really, really worried about, hurting my begonia in any way because I love that plant. So this is what my begonia is looking like right now. It's a little, um, just it's fallen over a little. It's not looking super hot. So what I'm going to do is what I did with my Monstera and a plant that remains nameless to me because I'm not sure what it's called. So what I've been doing is I've just been getting a chopstick. It's just a random chopstick. It has some like pretty designs on it, but these are the least favorite in my household. We always use like a pretty nice black ones. So I've been using these, and I've also been using these like my boyfriend said that they are like they're to help like bunch cords and everything together. So there's an opening on this end that you just kind of like put it through. So I've been kind of using this because I like that it's kind of a little bit easier to adjust and they won't like fall apart if they come undone or anything like that because there's that seal helping it. So I've been using these a lot and I really like these more than like the green roll of ones that you just kind of like cut and put around it. I've had problems getting them wet in the past and they just like fall off and they completely fall off because they don't have that safeguard like these guys have. So I'm going to be putting my stick in here and just kind of try to get that to stand up a little bit better. I mean, I haven't watered it yet, so the soil's not super dense. It's still like a little you know, a little loosey-goosey inside of there, I suppose, but he's just still not really standing up how I want him to, so I'm definitely going to give him a little support. I'm going to try to find some moss poles, and I'm going to find maybe like a trellis or something for one of these pothos, because I really want to moss pole like this one, because I really like the variegated leaves that it shows, but my neon, I think I'm just going to trellis, because I'm not super, you know, keen to get that to have big leaves and stuff like that I have goals for my other plants. So for now, this is gonna get a chopstick and have one of those straps on it. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of the other green guys that I got that are like this but green. um like I said, I have like 11, maybe 12, I'm not sure, I counted really quick. But I don't know, they were such a, you know, it was almost like a weed at this point. In my eyes, it's almost a weed now. So I kind of almost don't even want to keep any of them. I might just start giving them out to friends. I'm moving soon, so maybe everybody that helps me just gets to take one home. Like, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with all of them, but I'm definitely gonna have to give some away, because that's way too much for me to handle. But yeah, I'm really happy with how my pothos has turned out. I'm really happy with how my begonia is. Disappointed in what I saw out of that. I really wanted more of just like a cool ecosystem that would kind of grow together, work together really well, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't think that I'm going to do that again anytime soon. I mean, you live and you learn, and I tried new things and I failed. And that's kind of a part of this, is trying things and failing. I'm just grateful that nothing has died yet. Fingers crossed, it's only early in the year. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm not going to be doing this again for sure. Like I said, you live and you learn. I may take one of the cuttings of this pothos and just put it in a separate pot. I'm not really sure yet. I might wait until I move, because I think this is going to be the last of my potting before I start moving, because we have to start packing really soon, because we have to be out of here by June 15th. So I think I am going to put a little bit of this in a separate pot, but hopefully by the time that happens, I can maybe just like take a cutting or something and propagate instead. Just because I want to I want to start spreading this guy around. I really, really, really like this pothos. It's really pretty. Like, I'm always staring at these variegated leaves. Like, this is just absolutely gorgeous. So I definitely want to have this in multiple rooms of my house, because I really like these leaves so much. So that's definitely going to be one that I'm going to be propagating a lot. Really pretty.